to get these ends off of my hair. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. I am so happy to be giving my hair the love that it deserves. I'm just kidding. But yeah, we about to cut some ends, y'all, so let's do this. What's up, Kinks crew? Welcome back to my natural hair channel, Locks of Kinks. It's yours truly, Scotty. Today I'm just going to show you guys how you can trim your ends at home, right? Because that's definitely important when it comes to the overall health of your hair. You want to make sure you're getting trimming away at those dead ends so that your hair can just flourish like a flower. Okay, so let's get right into it. So just a few ways, look crazy, but just a few ways that you guys may notice that your ends need trim is you may notice that your hair is just extremely dry. No matter how much water or how much product you put in your hair, it's just still just stiff and dry, right? You also may notice that the ends of your hair just look scraggly, like they look like they need to be cut. So let's not pretend like we don't know or we don't recognize when we need our ends trimmed, because you can feel it, you can see it, and you need to take care of it, sis. So let's do that. Also, you know, just a little pro tip, if you're cutting your own ends and you plan on just putting your hair in a natural curly style like flexi rods or a roller set or a twist out or a bantu, whatever it may be, then that's fine if you trim your own ends. I would highly suggest if you're not professional and you want to straighten your hair, right, something that you can actually notice your hair, definitely go to a professional to get your ends trimmed, so that way you have a clean cut and it just looks flawless for your blowouts. Okay, so just a little tip there. So I started off by rinsing my hair with water, and I'm going to use my One Love co-wash by The Dew to prep my hair. I'm really starting to like this co-wash. If you haven't, be sure to check out my review. And I am adding a good amount of product. With these dead ends, my hair just acts like it's never even heard of moisture before. Now I'm just parting my hair into 4 sections so I can eventually make even smaller sections. An important part of trimming your own ends is paying attention to detail, in which small sections can help. Ooh, y'all, my hair is looking so horrible. I felt the need to add even more conditioner to each section. Now I'm going to take a small section in the back and begin detangling. You wouldn't want to trim your ends and then detangle, because you might find that you've skipped over a lot of dead ends. So always detangle first before trimming. So how I begin trimming my ends is I will smooth my hair in between my pinky and my ring finger. And you'll see I'm using my pinky as a guide to where to cut my hair. My scissors acted like they didn't want to cut for a second. If I cut the section once and I still feel that my ends are scraggly or rough feeling, I will cut a little bit more until my hair just feels soft at the ends. As soon as I trim those dead ends, my hair looks and feels completely different. It's like once they're gone, my hair has an instant snapback. For the most part, I could literally feel where my hair started to feel rough, and I started to use that as a guide of where to cut instead of just going off of looks. By doing it this way, I found it to be more effective, and it prevented me from having to cut sections over again. We really just did that. We really just took scissors to our hair. We did that. Just a friendly reminder, just make sure you're paying attention to the health of your hair, which means you have to pay attention to the ends of your hair. But I probably get my ends trimmed probably about 4 to 6 months. But someone who straightens their hair more often, they may want to get their hair trimmed a little bit more often, that maybe every 3 to 5 months. Now, I will say, if you go to a professional to get your ends trimmed and you've never gone to that person before, let them know how you want your hair cut. Y'all, I have horror stories of me walking in a salon just to get my ends trimmed and then walking out with a haircut. Okay, so nowadays if I go to get my ends trimmed and I've never been to that stylist before, I will let them know. I'll be like, hey, don't get scissor happy, okay? Because I myself, I know what my ends look like when they need to get trimmed. So you don't need to be all the way up here trying to trim some ends, you feel me? So just let them know that you just want your ends trimmed, because some of them, they just either don't pay attention or they be hating. They be hating, girl. They be hating. Just let them know what you want if you do go to a professional to get your ends trimmed. Don't be afraid to cut your own ends, you guys. It's just hair. It'll grow back. And the good thing about cutting your own ends is that if you mess it up, you ain't got nobody to blame but yourself. You can't blame nobody else but you, honey. But at the end of the day, that's why you're going to take the extra precaution, because who's going to take care of you like you? Nobody. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I was feeling it. Yeah, nobody's going to take care of you how you take care of you. So don't be afraid to trim your own ends. But thank you guys so much for watching and keeping it locked. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys again next week.